In Flamborough, Paul Collier is saying goodbye to his 1961 Excelsior Consort. As a student at Oxford University in the 60s, Paul owned a similar model to this.
Do you know it's working? Oh, that's good. Dual tone.
That's original.
That's the original one, yeah. My old one was £15, which was a fortune. And so I went and put 10 shillings on it. Finally, after about 8 months of saving, got my £15 motorbike. And that opened the world up. I could get to different places, work on a weekend. Brilliant. Yeah, pride and joy.
Back in the day, riding his original Excelsior between colleges in Oxford, Paul was quite the sight.
And it used to be a real spectacle because the gown would be flying behind you. And I suppose it's very much Harry Potterish like nowadays.
Did you become a familiar sight then on the street?
Oh, yeah, God, it was a menace. This was absolutely cutting-edge technology, everything. Yeah, the gearbox, 2 speeds, low and high. They used to have 2 little brackets here with elastic band that you wrapped around that one, wrapped around that one, and then you pulled them to the comfort zone you wanted and tied a knot in each one, so they were adjustable.
So it had adjustable suspension?
You tied the knot where you wanted it.
And that's what you had on your original one?
Original. The other beautiful thing, of course, you got on this was you got a little toolbox, which you didn't get on the plain one. And that just comes out, and in you pop all your tools in there. Spare spark plug, which you need every time, of course. Because you didn't need to carry tools, unfortunately, because they spent more time broken down and being repaired than they did riding half the time, these little bikes.
But despite all those breakdowns, it didn't put Paul off revisiting his youth.
I was looking for one for 7, 8 years.
And why were you looking for one?
Nostalgia. And I saw 1 or 2 of the old ones that I actually had, and I thought, do you know, I want the one I couldn't have.
And it's put a massive smile on your face.
Oh, why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't the 60s? This just represented this new sort of freedom, if you like. For a lot of working men, a motorcycle, you know, opened up, especially with the sidecar with families, it just opened up the whole motorcycling community, you know. It was lovely, yeah, you could get around.
Across in Flamborough, Paul and Poppy have arrived for Paul Collier's Excelsior Consort.
and normally she's no bother at all. She doesn't leave you very much. But it'd be just my luck, wouldn't it? She'd have a sniff of that Alsatian that's walking down there, and that'll be that, wouldn't it?
So you go back with a bike and no top?
Yeah. Hello.
Oh, Paul,
How
how
are you?
you doing?
I'm all right, are you?
I'll see. Yeah, you okay?
Yeah, good fun, thank you.
Retired man back in '64 in Oxford when I was at university.
Right.
And I was looking for one of these to get an original one for a good, seriously looking for 7 years, even with the Excelsior Owners Club.
Really,
and
right?
Finally, this one came
Right.
in the deluxe colours, and
That is correct colour scheme, is it?
for the deluxe model, yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't make many. They were mainly black. Original engine, matching frame numbers.
Yes.
Every part, handlebars, everything.
Yes.
Chap, I've got all the photographs. He spent about 3 years having it all stripped down, and
Yeah.
that saddle's 6 years old, Paul. Would you believe it?
Fantastic.
This is a luxury model.
Yes.
These were 25 quid. I couldn't afford that.
Is that what they were? Were
Yeah,
they?
mine was 15 quid.
A good spec. No speedo.
No speed up. No, those they didn't need one.
No, no, of
you know,
course
no
not.
crash helmets in those days.
No.
Real home. 2-tone.
Is it?
Lights on this one.
Yeah, I see, yeah.
Electric lights. The old ones used to have batteries. You used to take this out, put a battery in,
Oof.
and a bulb.
Hard work, really.
Yeah.
Certainly the youngsters of today, they don't realise, do they? You know,
No.
nowadays you jump in, turn the key, and you go.
Yeah.
And when was this last run, Paul?
Well, she was a runner. I had a run in before I went into hospital, so...
Oh,
She
recently?
run, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
She's a good runner. The carbs all set up, you know the usual with these, plenty of choke, you know,
Yes.
because the cold devils flood them and
Yeah.
give them half throttle, 2 or 3 kicks and she'll go.
And value?
They go between 2.1 and 2.4-ish.
Oh, these are lovely, and like these. Yeah, when you think about it, you know, look at the frame and things. Just a little lightweight. Don't need big heavy frame, do you, when you've only got a little motor? Father will know more, of course, more his era.
He was probably riding them back in the day.
Father, you know, he's not really what you might say a natural rider. Some people look at home on a bike, and then there's Father. Bless him.
Derek is a troubled man, and the cause of his angst is the 1961 Excelsior Consort that Paul brought in from Bridlington.
What are you thinking, Derek?
Wrong.
What's wrong?
Colour. I don't believe it.
Do you know what? When Paul arrived to collect it, he said, is it the right colour?
And the gentleman said, yeah, will be.
He said it was.
No.
What colour should it be?
So, no, tank, that's the right colour. Dead right. Bang on. Frame, mud guards, everything. All that colour. I know, I got one myself, exactly the same.
So that helps then?
Well, it gives you a bit of a start, doesn't it? But I mean, can you really see the factory turning out a bike like that? Can you really? It was green or black.
So you could have any colour you wanted as long as it was
Green or black. I understand what people are saying. It's a deluxe model. What's deluxe about it? I mean, what can it be, deluxe? I mean, you got a toolbox, squeaky horn, maybe? Does that designate deluxe, do you think? Yeah?
Original horn.
Yeah, I'd say it's quite original, that horn, yeah. It's just a beautiful little bike, a super little machine. But I'd love to see a brochure that shows you a deluxe version of an Excelsior Consort two-tone. I'd love to see the brochure. I really would. Now, if I saw the brochure from the factory, I'd believe it. But until I was shown that, I wouldn't believe it.
So if somebody comes knocking on the door and says, Derek Mathewson, wash your mouth out with soap and water, you'd be prepared, as you have said before.
I'll eat humble pie.
Will you?
Yep.
Do you want cream with that? I'm just...
Custard, preferably. But no, I'll apologise unreservedly if I'm wrong, but I don't believe I'm wrong. And these struts here in silver, they ain't right at all. They're not done in silver. But the back ones are red, the front ones are silver, look. No, it's all been messed about with. Can't see it.
But you still like it?
Yeah, seat's a nice seat, isn't it? Nice condition. These funny little jam pops, look. Strange, aren't they? 1,100 quid, 1,300 quid, maybe 1,400 quid. Whereas it would have been towards £2,000 if it had been all one colour, in my opinion. I want to see a brochure. I want to see a sales brochure for 1961 from Excelsior Consort showing me a two-tone Consort motorbike.
Right, I'll just pop down the dealers. I'll be back in a minute.
The Excelsior, there we are. A little Excelsior lightweight there, popular little machine. Where are we? At £1,000 we've got. At £1,000, £1,100 says Charlie, £1,100. £1,200 we have at 1,200. Pardon? 12, sorry.
We're led to believe the two-tone paintwork is right for a deluxe model.
Oh, is that right?
Is this Derek's version of eating humble pie? Pass the custard.
Father seemed to think that the two-tone paint is correct for that particular model of bike, the deluxe model. There you are. I'm sure it will be. There's going to be method. Led to believe. I'm sure there's going to be method in the madness. I'm sure. There we are. 1,200, then 1,300. At 1,300, £1,300 your bid at the moment. Charlie at provisional at 1,300. Third and last time, Charlie at £1,300 provisional.
After some negotiation, the deluxe dual-tone Excelsior Consort sells for £1,500.
Why did I buy it? Because it was there, for one thing. That's the only reason I bought it, like, yeah. Because when I went to Mathewson and had a look round, it was there, and I thought, that's a nice little bike.
On the Yorkshire coast, the 1961 Excelsior Consort is proving to be somewhat of a head-scratcher for new owner Les Smith.
Oh, I just wonder what's wrong with her. I would like to put her right, but I don't know what to do.
What's this, your thinking chair?
Well, aye. You think better when you're sat in a chair than if you did stood up. There'd be a lot of us think, these bloody crackers. A lot of things go through your mind, and now a lot of things pass my mind. But if I think in thinking chair, I'll think about it, and I'll just think, I'll try that. And if it doesn't work, I'll have a think again, you know.
With a vehicle stash that'd make Derek proud, it's a fitting new home for the little Excelsior. But there's trouble at mill. Man and machine haven't been in harmony since Les took it out for a spin.
Yeah, I had it running when I first got it. It was running lovely, but it stopped and I can't get it started again. That's the trouble.
So it's only stopped working when it's been in your hands.
Well, aye.
You farmers can fix anything, can't you?
I put a new plug in, she still won't go. So it's leaking again now. It just needs a little bit of tighten. You don't tighten them too much if you slip thread. It has a spark, but it's coming and going.
What are some of your favourite bits about it?
It's small, it's handleable, and to me now, once upon a time, I had a Triumph Thunderbird, and it was too big. I just couldn't handle it. And then I got this here. I could handle that because it had a self-starter on it. And then it's too heavy, but Mrs. said I shouldn't ride them to seas because if I tumble off, I might break a leg or a arm or something.
Did you listen to her?
Yes, oh, I always listen to her, yes. Well, aye. So now, I want something like this that you can handle. And it's right. They were made for people to go to work on. If you had a push bike and you got one of these, well, you're marvellous.
Where does it sit in your collection of favourites?
I like all my bikes. I don't like one bike better than another. They're all the same.
What do you make of paying 1,500 quid for the Excelsior?
I don't know. I don't know what. I don't know what I paid for that, like.
1,500.
I did. Oh, well, that's not so bad. Say I'm not bothered. It's a nice little bike and it's there. And at some time, somebody else will have it and they'll say it's a nice little bike and they'll enjoy it. Yeah.